All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. Hello, and welcome, and say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV and Charlie Brown and Gimli and me and you, and we're all here together. So say hello. Michael Morgan, Mike Jernak, Alice is here. Mike Curtis, Stacy's Bolstered Blades, Crispy Critter, Tim B is here. Hello. Chris Nelson, very good. Hello, Ember 13. Nuts for Knives 20, very awesome. Let's see. It's the chat is jumping, guys. That is awesome. Very cool. David Helka is here. Manny Z is here. Trevor just walked in the room. What's up? Oh boy, I don't know if I want to try your name. Guillaume. Trevor, help me with this name.
Guillermo?
No, I think it's Guillaume. Guillaume, you're about to knock my light over. Where'd it go? That one.
Something like that.
You're so helpful. Hello, Garner Rye. Hello, Brand New American. Blaze Burger. Hello, Trevor throwing towels on the screen. Hello, Matthew Russell. Don't knock my stuff over. I'll get you. Cemetery Gates, what is up?
On later. I'm getting
not bad, he says. Guillaume says not bad. Urban Woodsman is here. What just happened? Something fell down the stairs. I hope it wasn't a person. Knife Nerd Club. Okay, Tim, we have a sad story. My Knife Nerd Club box is still out for delivery. My local mail people have decided that my mail gets delivered after 8 now. Which is ridiculous. It goes out at like 6:30 in the morning, and I never get it before like 7 or 8 anymore. And so I have 2 packages from Blue Creek that both show out for delivery, and I'm not going to get them for my stream. So, because I can't rightly go to the mailbox in the middle of a stream. So I won't be showing my box. I wasn't sure I wanted to do that or if I was going to do a video anyway, but it is what it is. Stacy is letting you guys know there are a lot of channel members in the chat right now. We'll go through that when we do a pocket check here in a minute. Thanks to each and every one of you. And if you guys want to become a channel member, seriously, it really helps. I mean, I cannot even describe to you how much shipping I've had lately. It's pretty crazy. So, it really helps the channel, guys, not just with shipping, helps with giveaway items. It helps. That's how I can afford to do these giveaways. I couldn't do it without your help. So thank you. Hey, Brian F., what is going on? I don't know what that was. Hey, Mike Reese, what is going on? Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. Please do. Well, tell you what. We have a guest coming on. There's already 35 people in here. So let's start dropping the pocket checks in the chat, and I will read through them. Now, just so you know, Brandon Corbin is our guest tonight from Corbin Steelworks. He's a custom knife maker. I know a lot of you can't afford custom knives, neither can I, but he's got a collaboration coming up with Null Knives. He's got some other stuff going on, so I thought it would be awesome just to talk to him about being a creator and, how he got, to the point he's at now. And, yeah. So that'll be cool. He's going to join on his phone on his drive home, so I hope the quality's good. We'll see how that is. I promised Brian I would get some feedback while he is vacationing with his family. He did say they should all arrive by this. Yeah, they're supposed to arrive today. Both packages he sent me in. I'm not going to get either one of them. Well, there's a third one because he's got 3 packages coming to me because I ordered a couple of knives too. So. Yep. Okay. So Craig Wilkes has the Devo Stout. Very cool. Hey there, Mike. Yeah, what is going on? Good to see you, Shane Corson. Hello. Brand New American has, oh boy, it jumped. Brand New American has the Artisan Sea Snake with an ulti clip. Mannix 2 with Steingraber regrind and a Brandon Park custom for Addicted to Knives. Hello, Chad. Good afternoon, evening. Whichever it is for you. I think it's evening for you. Yep. I can't remember where everybody is. I can't even remember where I am half the time. Got a QSP neck muck for Nuts for Knives too. Very cool. Stacy's got a Mallory Forest Kaiser Original Micro Dick Pic. Yes, it's a real thing. Wingard Wearables. Okay. Stacy is a channel member and a moderator. Welcome and thank you for your assistance. Buck 110 for Mr. Morgan today. Hello, Mimo. Let's see. Carrying my opinion today. All right, Matthew Russell, channel member. Ohio River Jack, Jig Titanium, Case Peanut, and Classic ST for Mike Curtis, another channel member. Bradford Guardian 3.5, Odeka and Magna Cut for Cemetery Gates. Off-Grid Scorpion Blackout V2 for Crispy Critter. I don't know why I have to say it like that, Crispy, but I'm going to do it because it's funny. Tim, moderator and channel member. In the Pocket, Finch, Chernobyl, and in Ironwood. Ooh, look at you showing off, flexing. QSP Hedgehog, Victorinox Classic SD, and Christmas Tree Cake Edition. Refine EP1. It says RP1, but I assume it's EP1. Limited edition and Olight i3T Snowflake, all for Tim B. Archbishop 2 on brand new skiff bearings for Gone Arrive. Very cool. Carry my stout tonight, says Blaze Burger. Spyderco Techno 2 Alox Mini Champ for Gorilla. Welcome, my friend. Let's see. Tempest Pinion in blue. Artisan Great White in carbon fiber for Mike Reese. Awesome, Mike. Very good. Kaiser Roach Bridgeport. Bridgeport 395 and an original Nimble for David Helka. Very cool, David. Freak Show is in the house. Very cool. Welcome, welcome. Knife Nerd shirt is cool. Knife is decent. Pretty happy with the first month's Knife Nerd box. Cool. Very good. Well, Tim already spoiled it for me, so I know what the knife is, so it's all good. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Darnell, Knife Nuts 69, another channel member, Grambo Russ, I agree, which is awesome. Olight Baton 3 Pro and Refine EP1. I love that pen. Not in the Pocket, but the Rust landed today. 21 days from land down under. Not bad, says Alice. Very cool. Nafs hit me up today about my lander. What was wrong with it again, Knife Nuts 20? Did you have an issue? I can't remember, man. Cannot remember. All right, let's see. 945 Mini Osborne for Mike Jernak. Very cool. Shane Corson's got the 100% traditional running a Rosecraft Blades Appalachian Jack. Okay. Rough Rider Barlow, Reserve Barlow, and a Boker Trapper. I see you, Brandon. I'll be with you in just a minute. Thank you. All right. Appreciate it, my friend. I like to read these pocket checks first. But Urban Woodsman carried a Burlap Apache and a Miguron Curex today. Crewwear PM2 today for Colby. Very cool, Colby. Welcome. Very cool, Urban Woodsman. Thank you for sharing. Nimble X and a my card opinion for Manny Z. Love it, Manny. Thank you very much, my friend. Love seeing people carrying my knife. That is awesome. Oh, got it. No, you're all good, Tim. That's fine, man. All right, did I get everybody? Stacy's putting up information on Corbin Steelworks, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen here while I tell you guys what I am carrying today. So first of all, wait a minute. I see one more. I got the Grambo Aceto, says Mike. Yeah, very cool, Mike. Good. All right, so I've got the Artisan Arian in blue. What do they call this? Arctic Storm Fat Carbon. All I know is this is a fantastic, fantastic knife, especially in that blue fat carbon. I don't know. You know, I love blue, and that fat carbon is ridiculously beautiful. Second one today is really interesting. This is the Kubi Leaf. My unboxing of this will probably go up tomorrow, so you haven't even seen it yet, but I'm showing it to you now. Kubi Leaf, very interesting knife. This is, I don't know how to put it. It's different, but it's cool, and it's very well made. Very cool. Will stonewashing hardware mess up the threads? Or Jack, I tell you what, Michael, hold that question. We'll ask Brandon. I'm prepping you, man. We're going to ask you that question in a minute. If you've ever stonewashed hardware. I don't know. That's a great question. And then the last one for me today is the brand new, just came in, Jack Wolf Venom Jack in the Damascus. You guys just saw my unboxing. They call this Damascus carbon, camo carbon. That's it. Very cool. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate you being a member for 7 months, my friend. There is your Daleka salute. All right, we're going to stop the presses here. Thank you very much, Craig. Appreciate it. And we're going to bring Brandon in. Let me get my headset on here. Hopefully the correct direction. And we will bring him on. Hey, brother, let's see if this works. All right, let's see if we can hear each other here. Can you hear
man,
me?
what's going on? I can.
Very cool. And for you guys, Brandon's got the beard, much better than mine there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh gosh. But yeah, I hear you good, man. Very, very
Okay,
good.
good.
So
I
I
was
can hear,
concerned about that.
well, we can hear a little traffic noise, but it's not bad at all. I can
Okay.
understand you. I can understand you well. So that's good. So guys, keep looking. Stacy and Tim and different ones are going to keep you guys updated in the chat. And I'm going to have a chat with Brandon here for a little bit. Now, Brandon, I came across you because we have a mutual friend, of course, Lacey, and used to work with Lacey at a local TV station. Great dude, and came
Yes,
across you that way, and started following you on Instagram and Facebook and watching what you do. And I kind of explained this to you in advance. At this point in my collecting, kind of your customs are a little still. I'm working my way that direction, and I hope to be there at some point. But the reason I wanted to have you on is, I wanted to tell people about you and that your work is amazing looking, and
thank you.
and I hope to check some of it out at Blade Show this year if you're going to be there. I will be at a table with my brand, but I've got some people that are going to spell me so I can go around and look at other stuff. So
Yeah, nice.
that'll be good. Yeah, I'll hopefully have I have one knife out now, and I've got another one that the prototypes just came in. So hopefully I have 2 knives out and about at that point. So that'll be good. But
Very cool.
yeah, but so Brandon is a custom maker. And my first question, Brandon, before you tell us kind of what you do and what I want to hear from you in a minute is your focus, because what I think is so cool is not only that you do custom knives, but that you're doing them in some really cool high-end materials and really cool looking patterns and things. And so I kind of want to hear your thoughts behind how you get there. But first, how do you get, how did it start for you? Did you start tinkering, and then move up to here, or how did it all begin for you?
So for me, it began, I'd say, about maybe 6 years ago. I worked construction for a couple decades.
Okay.
And I was looking for just a good knife to use at work, a good fixed blade. And so I went online, started checking out places. I came across a website called Knife Center. And I think the first knife that really caught my eye, that just kind of turned me on, like, wow, there are knives like this out there. Or it was a Nocturnal Knives Orb, I think is what it was called. And it's a real big, beefy type of knife. It wasn't too long or anything like that, but it was so thick, and you could probably throw them things and do a lot of damage. But I just loved it. And back then, overbuilt was kind of the thing. Like everybody kind of wanted them. So looked at the price.
Medford kind of started that for everybody. But
Medford, absolutely. And and the price was like $600 for this fixed blade. And of course, at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe people spend that type of money on a knife. So that just kind of threw me into the knife world, and I couldn't stop looking. I couldn't stop thinking. And I started to make my own forge. I started to make my own fixed blades back then and just kind of see what I could come up with. And I started out with like a little Grizzly, like $500 grinder. and I didn't have much equipment,
Okay.
much tools,
Went
and
down
then
to Harbor Freight and got a grinder.
I
Basically,
did what
yeah.
I could manage
Yep.
with, and that's just kind of where it took off, and I just kind of got addicted to it, and I just, every spare moment that I had, and of course I'm a father of three, and I have a wife and two dogs, and so I'm constantly busy, but with my spare moments I would get out there in the shop and I'd make knives, and it just kind of grew from there. And about 3 years ago I started making folders, and that's just kind of when it exploded.
So what's the transition like from fixed blades to folders? Because, and again, please understand, what you're doing is far and away above what I'm doing. I understand, the inner workings of a folder, but how did you get, I mean, you're having to put this together and come up with how these parts fit together. I mean, did you reach out for help? Did you just start
Sure.
tinkering? How does that happen?
So a little bit of both. Some guys they'll go and actually apprentice with an already existing knife maker and kind of spend some time in their shop. I didn't have that luxury.
Right.
However, I did have some really cool guys in the knife community that had been making knives for a while, like Matt Christensen.
Right. There's a good one.
Yeah, he really helped me out a lot. And any question I had, he was more than willing to give me advice and steer me in the right direction. And so, yeah, I did have others that I could reach out to, but it was a lot of trial and error. Made a lot of
awesome.
mistakes.
Well, and it sounds like it. You'll have to tell me. Was there friction folders in between, or did you go straight for locking folders?
I went straight for the locking folders, and I think my first three didn't really lock up very well.
Okay. Yeah, because what you usually see, like I've been talking to, there's a pretty new fixed blade maker out there, a guy named I can't remember his first name right now, but his company's called Goathead Knives. And I just met him through a pass around group, and he said he just, same thing, decided he wanted to make knives, put a grinder in his garage, started, and he's wanting to do folders. And so he just is putting out a friction folder.
Oh, very cool.
Kind of feels like, an in-between, and you just skip the in-between. But it's just, there's a lot to that geometry of making a lock bar, and people don't understand, because you can either over travel and end up with a lot of stick, or not have have an early lockup or whatever. So I'm sure it would take a few times to get down to a rhythm of that.
Yeah, absolutely, it does.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, let's I didn't do this at the beginning, so let me do this real quick. So guys, this is, if you go over to Instagram, Stacy put it up, and I'm sure she will again. This is Brandon Corbin. It is Corbin Steel Works, WRX, and you can see some of his work there. And we'll talk. I was just, one of the things I'm really interested in, Brandon, is the materials you use. Very phenomenal stuff. Very high end look, and we'll talk more about that in a minute, guys. But you can see just the ridiculously gorgeous look. And by the way, Brandon, one of the things I wanted to compliment you on, a lot of knife makers don't know how to middle finger flick, and you seem to be the boss at it, man. So very, very good. It's funny because I'll middle finger flick my knives on a live stream, and some of them will go, what? So I do it all the time. But yeah, just go check out his stuff, guys. Again, we'll talk more about some collaboration he's got coming up, but I want to talk about, as I launch in to materials, I want to talk about this knife. And first of all, I love this blade shape, and I absolutely love, I'm a freak for blue. Anything blue. I don't know if you noticed, my pocket check had a lot of blue in it. And this, you said, is blue Westinghouse micarta.
Yes.
So it just felt like a good place to start and say, so, and again, I'm sure you must have had folders to begin with that had more simple materials, and now you've come into like some of these really high-end materials and the Damascus blades. How does that happen, that transition to that point?
Yeah, I definitely started off with cheaper materials. I think like the the first knife I made, well, it did have titanium and as the liners, and then it had G10 as the scales, and it was just a regular, simple stainless. And it was kind of like that for the first few builds until I realized how to actually make a functioning knife. But yeah, nowadays, you know, a lot of people, whenever I get to certain people's book orders or whenever I'm prepping for shows, it's usually that exotic, expensive material. That Westinghouse is a pretty rare thing. That blue Westinghouse, I think, just that scale alone, it was like $700 just for the one single scale.
Oh my
And so
goodness.
you can tell how tense it can be in the shop, you know, making sure you don't screw something like that up.
I can't even imagine, man. That's you probably take your time at that point. It would be very nerve-wracking. So
Absolutely, it can be.
yeah, so wow, yeah, that just gave me a heart attack right there. And then of course your pivots, you've got what's the material on the pivot there?
Yeah, so that's kind of like it's called. So I got that material, that particular one, from a Ukrainian maker. I think it's called Twist Tie Shop. So he makes like Damascus type material,
Okay.
and that has zirconium in it as well. So it's kind of like a dark Damascus type of material. And
Gotcha.
what I did, I put it inside of a titanium pivot and I just inlaid it inside of there. And all of my inlays are kind of like press fit. Like tolerances
Gotcha.
are extremely important when in making knives. Everything's got to fit to a T. Otherwise, it pretty much just doesn't function the way you hope.
Understood. So the next question, yeah, I mean that to me, the inlays, they have to feel right, especially if I'm, you know, take this the right way, hopefully. But if I'm paying you, you know, what you're getting for these knives, which is a fair price for the materials, I definitely want those tolerances to be good. So you're exactly
Absolutely.
right. And it's they just look phenomenal. So the next thing, and this is again a great knife to do this springboard. You know, your blade styles are what I would call a mix between aggressive and yet still very functional. For example, this one, I can't remember, you can tell me what the name of this one is, still has that sort of very aggressive drop point kind of look to it. And so what
Yeah,
draws you
that's
to
called the
those kind of,
Aria.
okay, those more aggressive blade shapes, what kind of draws you to those?
I have one that's called like the Grace V2 has like a really aggressive Tonto, American type Tonto where it's real sharp lines, and then
Yeah,
I have
this one,
also
right?
yep, that one right
Yeah,
there.
yep.
That's called the
Very
Grace
cool.
V2,
Right.
and then I have what the other one's called the Sade, another model of mine.
Right.
And the Sade has a recurve with a nice sharp aggressive Tonto on the end.
Yeah. So this is the Sade right here. So yep.
Yep. And yeah, I love that aggressive look. It just kind of looks different and kind of special. You know, it kind of sets me apart, I guess. I want to
Yeah.
try and get set apart as a knife maker.
Absolutely. I'm trying to find the other one. I don't see it as much, but it's probably my favorite blade shape of yours is the kind of sheep's foot or Warncliffe looking one.
Oh, the Nolan.
Yeah.
Is
So
that what we're talking about?
really dig that blade shape. Yeah, I can't find it
Yeah,
right now, but
I think that one's a little further back. The last time I made one of those was probably for around Blade Show. I think June or May.
gotcha. Well, if I
But
find it, I'll put it back up.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, really cool. And then you were talking about, you know, you were talking about the West. There's one right there. You were talking about the Westinghouse. But what about these crazy Damascus patterns? Are you getting? You're not making the Damascus, right? You're buying. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're getting a billet, basically in several different, you know, Damascuses, and then you're cutting them out to what you've got here, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
So that's
And
I just
And I'd
love that blade
say,
shape, man. That thing is
oh
awesome.
yeah, that's really cool. I like it. I like that a lot. And it's got a lot of cutting edge on it. It fills up that handle, so it's pretty cool.
Yep. And of
But
course, go ahead. You were saying about
I
the
was just gonna
Damascus.
say on the Damascus, patterns. There's a few guys in the community that's pretty much like all they do is make Damascus,
Yep.
and they supply us knife makers. And that particular one has Mike Norris, and he's a Damascus maker in Kentucky, and he is, in my opinion, just the best. I mean, it's his material, and talking with other knife makers is so easy to work with compared to some others. Is whenever you get like a core, like a San Mai type core
Yep.
steel, his is always centered, just the way you want. So I mean, he is a really good Damascus
Yeah, I
maker.
was gonna ask that, and it must be really interesting to work, for example, the one on the right, to
Yeah.
work with that SAMI like that in such a way that you're trying to get that, up on your swedge at the top. You're still trying to get that clean steel, and
Yes.
must be really, like you said, the tolerances are really tight. So
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes that core is not centered, and so you just kind of you do the best you can. But
now,
yeah,
how often are you? I guess how often are you picking the materials, or most of the time people saying, "I saw this, I want this," you
yeah.
know?
So in my book orders, I usually allow people to pick for the most part.
Right.
On a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll kind of keep maybe 3 or 4 different types of Damascus in house, and usually they'll pick from that
Okay. Okay.
which they would like to use. And sometimes I'll do a special, request, and then
All right.
occasionally people will send me in their materials.
Okay. Yeah. I've got a buddy who does knife reviews. NAF is the name of his channel, but it used to be NAF Sergeant. He has told me several times about he keeps buying materials because he wants to get customs done, and I'm like, must be nice, dude. That sounds really cool. So,
Yeah,
like I
absolutely.
said, at some point I hope to get there, but I'm just not quite there yet. But I would say my threshold has gone from like under $100 knives to now under three. Usually, I kind of get up to the 350 a couple of times recently, but I'll keep going. It'll keep broadening out a little bit at a time once I get all these crazy kids out of my
Yeah,
house. So, but
that's right. Yep, yeah.
working on that. But guys, I want to stop for a second. By the way, if you didn't hear, this is Brandon Corbin from Corbin Steelworks. Does custom stuff. I think Brandon, before I go too much further, your book's open right now, closed.
Yeah, they are closed.
Okay,
I'm
that's what I thought.
yeah, I'm yeah.
But look for it. He'll open them and he brings stuff to shows. I know. So,
Oh yeah.
there you go. So,
Yeah, I go to shows. I try to get 3 or 4 shows a year at least, and so I definitely do those. And I'll occasionally do lottos available in my group at table price. So
I have seen that. Yep.
there's ways.
Very cool. Yeah. So follow Brandon, guys. Stacy will put the stuff up here, and matter of fact, she already did. What am I saying? And there you go. So check out Brandon. So what I wanted to see, guys, if you have any questions, I don't know if you could tell, Brandon, I'm a little fascinated by what you do, because there was this hint probably 4 or 5 years ago, before I started this channel about almost over 6 years ago, actually, almost 7 years ago. And no, it is over 7. That's right, over 7 years ago. And I thought back at that time, I would really like to get a forge. And we have a small house and no garage, and haven't really had a place to do it. But I'm absolutely fascinated with what you guys do. Now, I doubt I could ever get to the level you guys are at, but it's fun to play. I mean, a few years ago, I was buying blanks from Texas Knife Supply and putting handles on them, and that satiated me for a little while. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just goofing around and having some fun, and the kids like to help. And I do have a Harbor Inn belt grinder, so Harbor
Uh-huh.
Inn. Did I say Harbor
Yeah.
Freight? You knew what I meant. There's a restaurant
Harbor
here called
Freight. Yeah.
Harbor Inn. Yeah, so Harbor
No.
Freight belt grinder. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I definitely want to keep the folks in here. We got 74 folks in here. If I haven't told you hello, I want to make sure we do that. Besides Blade Show Atlanta, does Brandon have a favorite show he regularly attends and why? Is from Byron.
So,
can you hear me?
said besides Blade, sorry,
yeah, he said besides the regular
besides
Blade
Show Atlanta.
Yeah, what is there a show you really enjoy going to, and why?
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. My
Uh-oh.
so far, I've gone to shows the last year or two, and
Okay.
my favorite show is the Kentucky Custom Knife Show. That's in Lexington, and they just had that last weekend actually.
And did that go well for you?
It was great. Yeah, it was a phenomenal show, and a reason why I like that one is because you got Blade Show is so huge, but this show is a smaller show, and everybody, the collectors, the makers, they're all staying in the same hotel, and we all just hang out in the lobby, talk knives for the entire weekend.
That's awesome.
And just have a great time. I mean, it's definitely my favorite show.
That's great. I mean, I've heard some of the custom knife shows, like even the California one, that they're a little more intimate and a lot of fun for you guys, and that's cool. There's so many great makers out there. You mentioned Matthew Christensen. I still want a Maverick S. I'm gonna get one at some point, somehow, some way. But he's awesome. He does really cool stuff. The Grace V2 is so nice. Says my name is Bill. Very cool.
Thank you, Bill.
Stacy says you have to be invited to the Kentucky Custom Knife Show. If I think correctly, is that right?
Yes. As a maker, you have to be invited. Now, if you want to attend as a collector, you just have to join the Facebook group, and then next year when they start selling tickets, you just got to be able to get them before they sell out.
Right. Alice says that's why she liked the Nashville Custom Knife Show, because it was more intimate.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. What's your favorite knife blade shape? Says Crispy Critter. So to you, Brandon, what would be your go-to carry for a blade shape? I mean, what is the thing you really enjoy?
So I would say that my go-to would probably have to be some form of a Tonto.
Okay.
I mean, I just like it. Let's see.
And that's a great useful shape. You got that secondary tip, you got the main tip for piercing or whatever, but if you're just using it for utility, you can use the secondary tip to get down in the box. I mean, it's a great shape. It really is.
Absolutely.
And I love it. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I thought I missed a question there, but I didn't. Kind of my favorite has become, and this is my first knife opinion. You've seen it.
It looks great.
It kind of has. I kind of have gotten into sheep's foot, but I like having more of. I almost have Warncliffe out to here, and then it kind of goes up into a little bit of belly there. And if you look at the second one, I kind of just did the same blade shape, only taller. It's taller and different. And because this one's taller, by the way, it is very slicey. This guy came, just super sharp. These are the prototypes. So, but that's, you kind of gravitate towards making what you enjoy. And that's a shape I really enjoy as a sheep's foot but I love a good drop point too. You can't go wrong with a drop point. And I agree with Tanto as well. I think seem to collect a lot of Tantos. I don't know why, but anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think no, you're fine. I think that Tanto is definitely like what I was drawn to for a long time, but I feel like I'm kind of morphing into like I don't know if you've seen like my last couple models that I've made, like Aria being one, and then this new one called the Jab that I just made a prototype for. and
Very
those are
good.
like a real pointy.
Yeah, so
And
is the jab the kind of long with the recurve?
yeah, it's got a little small recurve in the bottom, and then
This one right here?
no,
Nope, not
that's
that one.
actually a collab piece that I did
Okay.
with Kurt American. Yeah, that one's super cool. But if you go
Okay.
to now that's another new one.
Nope.
But
Okay.
that's my Warncliffe kind of style.
And I absolutely love that one.
I do too.
You got the raised handle. In other words, your blade tip is,
Yep,
right, your blade is down lower than your handle. You got that. I mean, I love that one.
I
Tell
do
you what,
too.
hold on just a
That one,
second.
that's the one I'm.
Okay, cool. Let me bring in this is my de facto co-host, Brent from Backpack B. So
Yeah.
Brent has finally graced us with his presence.
How are you?
Hello,
Good
Brent.
to see you. Good to meet you, Brandon. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Nice to
How
meet
you
you.
doing? Yeah, nice to meet you too, dude.
So we were
Doing
talking
very
about
good.
cool,
Good,
awesome.
great.
This is the jab.
I love your design work, by the way. Casey showed me your design work like all the time. So
Awesome.
he's a fan. I'm a fan too. I'm a fan. It's great stuff.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, I dig this shape right here. This is what would you call that? Just pokey stabby.
Yeah, that's kind of my interpretation is pokey stabby. I mean, it's kind of like Persian-esque, you know?
Right. Without being overkill. See, that's the thing.
Yes.
I don't mind a Persian. I just don't want that thing way up.
Yes.
I don't care for that. Brent, what do you think of?
I love this, and I love what is that? Is that like bone micarta in the back or something? Some type of micarta?
That is antique Westie Ivorite. So nice. That's Westinghouse.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's the Ivory Westie. Okay.
Yeah, I love the contrast there. Very cool.
Thank you.
And then just to go back to this one,
look at that. Sheesh.
Freaking wicked, man. That thing is
how do you get that Damascus pattern, dude? That's wild.
So that's another one of Mike Norris's, and it's called Fire Clone 2, and he is just phenomenal at making Damascus. I mean, the guy is just a machine.
It's like a pattern within a pattern.
Yeah,
you're right.
Wild.
Yeah,
it's like a zebra pattern. See, I've
never
seen
something like it. Yeah, the zebra blade. They miss an opportunity.
Cool.
Yeah, and like I said, I think I'm going to change my mind, man. I like that other blade shape, that sheep's foot, but I think this is my blade shape.
Something about the blue too, like the way that the blue is worked in with the black and white, like a tritone.
Yeah, you know me with blue, so. And then Brent, look at this crazy one here. This is a collab he's working on with American. That's cool.
That's cool.
All right, so tell you what, before we go too far down the road here, I want to give you an opportunity. You have got, well, hold on. I'm trying to get where I can tick this off the screen. There we go. Okay. So you've got a collab. Everybody say hey to Brent.
Hi, everybody.
Wait a minute. I missed a question, so hang on just a second. Stacy's flagging me for somebody's question here, so let me back up. Michael Morgan asked a question. I'm trying. I'm scrolling way up. Where is it? Now, Britt, just as a little bit of background while I'm looking for this, Brent has a channel, but he also mods knives. So
I'm a beginner modder.
Yeah, but you're doing good stuff, man. For a beginner, I've
been doing like 6 months. I'm like 6 months in, so got a lot to learn. Just doing it day by day, experimenting.
Sorry,
and stuff.
You're breaking up a bit.
Sorry.
Were we losing him? He's freezing too. So hang on just a second. Hopefully he'll come back. He's driving, so we'll just be patient till he comes back to life here. Michael, can you just repost your question, brother? I've gone way up, and I cannot find your question. So, Brent, did you drop on me? Now we lost everybody. This is really cool. we lost both of you at the same time, Brent. Where'd you go, man? That's crazy.
I forget what I was saying in the middle of that, but I
sorry.
Yeah, I'm learning every day. I'm still very green and just taking it day at a time. It's
No,
been
you did, man.
eventually I want to be like a maker, you know, make my own knives and stuff. But I'm just not. I think modding is my first stepping, like putting my toe in the water to test it out. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Michael
Yeah,
Morgan,
absolutely. And so what?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what types of knives mod? I don't know if you can hear me or not. But
Yeah.
Anything really. I have a big knife collection that like I've been collecting for a long time, so I dip into my collection a lot. But you know, doing like hole modifications has been my major thing, and anodizing a little bit, and like blade treatments. I mean, I've really focused on like holes. I don't know if I have one around here. I did, but like slots, holes, different shaped holes, stuff like that. So, and eventually I'll get into regrinds. I haven't really gotten there yet. I don't have the best equipment yet. Like I'm just, you know, I'm green.
Yeah, well, hurry up! I need a regrind on my Mordax. So hurry up.
It's like a marathon for me. It's my hobby, dude. Like I have a day job, and
there he went again.
It's all good.
Well, hopefully he'll be back in a minute. He said he was driving home, or his wife is driving and he's riding. So, but we'll get your question when he comes back on.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Yo, what's up, guys?
So, what do you think of this question from Michael Morgan?
Will stonewashing hardware mess up the threads? I've never stonewashed. I think it might a little bit, depending on the type of material you're using. If it's really hard, I'd say go with like an acid wash if you're trying to darken it. You know, an acid wash I've done before. It doesn't mess up the threads. It eats away a little bit, but it still keeps enough thread to get in there. You know.
LOL, Kyle. That's hilarious, man. All right, I think I see him again. Let's see. I know you're driving, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I should be good. I'm actually pulling up to my house now. So.
Okay.
Sick.
So the question that I missed was, and Brent answered it, but we'll let you answer it too. So, will stonewashing hardware mess up the threads or bend/smash a wire clip? And you may or may not know the answer to the second one, but how about the hardware? Do you think if you were to stonewash screws, it would probably mess up the threads?
No.
No.
I think that he would be fine to go ahead and stonewash, and he could pretty much do it to whatever he wants. It wouldn't mess up the threads. It just may put a little bit of, like, they wouldn't be quite as sharp as they once were, but it shouldn't have any effect on the actual tightening and loosening of the threads.
Very cool. Nice. There you go, Michael. I know I skipped you twice, but
that's a better answer than me. He knows more than me, so like I haven't actually experimented with stonewashing.
Well, I wasn't gonna say you didn't really answer, but you really didn't answer. So
yeah, it's okay.
All right, so I want to go.
Let there be light. That's what I'm talking about. I can see you.
All right, so this is what I want to talk about next. Let me get Michael's question down here. So this is the Grace V2 as a collab piece with Null Knives. So you guys know Null Knives from the Raiden.
Never heard of them.
From the Raiden and the Voodoo. You have to. And so I'm assuming. So this is basically your Grace V2 as a going towards a production knife. Is that what I'm thinking here, Brandon?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
And that came about from you guys meeting at a show somewhere, probably. And
so
awesome.
So that came about from Sean being a customer of mine. He's probably had about 4 or 5 of my knives.
Sweet.
And about a year ago, he just contacted me, and this was probably before he had ever. Now he was working on the Raiden, and but he had never actually brought it to production yet. So we were just talking about getting this up and running. And then he did the Raiden and the Voodoo, and he's been extremely successful. So we're pretty excited to launch this one.
So absolutely. Do you guys have a timeline? And you can answer this however you want. Can we talk about who the manufacturer is going to be? Those kind of questions.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The pre-orders most likely will be next month towards the end of the month. and
Nice.
it's gonna be the same manufacturer as his Voodoo and his Raiden, so
Oh,
it's gonna be
wow.
Riot.
Look
And
at that one, Brent. Woo!
Yeah, that one's cool.
Sick.
I like that.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a nice car too.
Yeah, exactly.
But I took those knives, all the prototypes, to the Kentucky show, and we got a lot of good feedback. So we're really excited about it.
That's really awesome. And there's not a bad looking version, really.
I know.
They just look really, really cool. So, yeah, awesome. And so guys, I guess the answer is, and by the way, you can read, I've read some of these on Sean's on Null Knives Instagram here. If you look, guys, he answers some of the questions here about what the hardware is going to be and all that stuff. Or Brandon, you can go into any of that you want, but just be looking for these in the next month or so. Very, very cool.
Yeah, a month. That's good. Is that a pre-order?
Yeah.
Or is that?
It's a pre-order.
All right, nice.
Yeah, it is going to be a pre-order. You know, they kind of are what they are, but
that's cool.
But yeah, hopefully Sean does a great job. Yeah, and Sean does a great job with communicating with Riot and
he does,
and really pushing them along.
Yeah.
Yep, you gotta be on top of it, especially with the Chinese manufacturers. You just gotta.
Yeah.
You know what I learned? I tell people all the time. I talk to mine and to the two I've worked with so far in pieces, so you don't want to give them too much at once. You just
there's like a language barrier.
Yeah, you ask a question, you get an answer. You ask another question, you get an answer. You know, and you just don't want to overload the communication chain. It's really it's kind of crazy. I do love a couple things about this one. That is a freaking wicked hologram.
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
And of course, flat at the front there, nice tanto tip. And I absolutely, I like when people are being creative with the lanyard holes. If you're going to have one, do something, creative, like a pin, or, put it in the backspacer like that.
Nice.
Or
whatever. Make it big.
I think that's pretty cool. So very, very good. But, so guys, be looking forward to those. That'll be and there's the Voodoo. That'll be the next Null Knives. Well, I didn't even have it on the screen, did I?
No, sorry. I switched into he broke out a knife and I switched.
Okay.
That's the bad thing about me. I'm in control here.
No, let's put it up, man. He broke out a knife. What do you got?
This is the Grace prototype.
Okay, very cool.
It's
better to see it in person anyway.
I love the pivot. The pivot's dope.
Yeah, the pivot's cool. They made those kind of special for us because a lot of my customs are these 6-shooter zirconium pivots.
Yeah.
So they made the pivots for us as well as these studs.
And for all of you in the chat who hate me because I didn't put jimping on the pinion, he's got some jimping on the spine there for you. All you guys that don't like me because there's no jimping on the pinion.
Nice little thumb ramp there. That's cool.
Yeah, I love a thumb ramp. So
yeah.
Riding on bearings, of course. And
can we do one version that's a stud hole combo? That's my favorite type of knife. So just add a little hole after it.
Oops.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'll buy one and just do it myself, man.
Man, I'm having a hard time.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll be getting a Grace knife. That's my daughter's name and my late grandmother's name. Says G Ball.
That's
very cool.
You,
gotta have
That's actually
one,
why. That's actually where my knife names came from. The Nolan is actually my son's name. So that Warncliffe that you like. And then the Grace is my daughter's middle name. And then the Sade, my second daughter's name is Sadie.
Okay, very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Please ask Backpack B where he got the goggles. Really, Marcos?
Bro, these are my mod glasses, bro. I know he's wearing them.
It's rec specs from when he used to play basketball.
Yeah, dude.
All right,
they were my dad's.
Where'd you get them? Oh, they were your dad's. So you don't know where they came from.
No, they came from my grandpa. They're hand-me-downs, dude.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
A bunch of men who use their hands, so I'm proud of them.
He's wearing rec specs to the live stream. I love it. They're
awesome.
kind of smoldering at us too. I don't know what's happening right now. It's got
proud of them.
Now they're all trying to get me to name my knives after my kids now in the chat. The Tempest, the Tempest Trevor has quite a ring to it. Yeah,
there you go.
All these folks know at least two of my kids because they come on the stream all the time. So,
cool.
But no, I started down this road of the first knife is just named after what I thought the blade looked like, which is looking down at this. I thought it looked a little bit like a wing of a bird, like an eagle. So I called it the Pinion, which Pinion is old school name for a wing or a part of a wing. And then
I didn't know that, dude.
Yeah, very cool.
I thought it was you telling everybody you didn't care what their opinion was. And then like you want to be like, I'm not putting jimping on this no matter what you say, dude.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, Mike. Everybody's being smart aleck because I guess I'm missing chat stuff tonight. Thank you, Mike, for the $10 super chat, $10 Australian super chat. Thank you, sir, for being here all the way from Australia. There is your Delica salute. By the way, Brandon, I know your knives are beautiful and everything, but this dollar store or Delica, as we call it, this is a masterpiece. It is a lockback slip joint.
Yeah, it's such
phenomenal.
a beautiful piece of
phenomenal
fine engineering. I keep mine in a glass case.
It's a long story, but you can't. That's funny. But and then this one, I'm starting to name them after storms and different things like that. This is the Microburst.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's
nice.
smaller than I typically like, but I got a choil in there, so perfect for me.
Yeah,
Dr. Ergos.
Yep, Dr. Ergos, that's me. So very cool. But so what else can you the one you got in your hand there, what else can you tell us about them, man? I mean, I love the process of seeing creators work together, and so anything else you want to tell us about that one before I move on, that'd be great. So oops. You there?
They freeze.
You see when they do these inlays.
Oh, there we go. You froze for a second. Sorry, I got it. You now.
Sorry. You good now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So most knife makers, when they do these inlays, and they do on the left side as well, they kind of go around the lock bar. But we really wanted to make somewhat of a bolster lock, which is kind of different from others.
That is very cool.
I feel like lefty people might really like that. Is that like
I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Kev will be happy.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just a really good knife, very well made. I love the grinds. These guys did a great job on the hollow grinds.
Stinking flies out of there, man.
Yes, it
that
does.
Thing has great acoustics. I would say I love seeing it in your hand. It gives a greater size, like scale comparison to what seeing it in the pictures to me. I don't know. Just seeing it in your hand has helped a lot. And
good.
That's great. I think that maybe some hand pictures would help out.
And some people, may feel like it's small. I know Sean has made a little bit longer knives. I think maybe in the 8-inch mark. Mine are around in the 7 1/4 ish. That's just kind of how I like most of my knives. Easy to carry, easy to go in and out of the pocket.
Yeah, I think the size looks great, dude.
Yeah, I do too. And you were talking about Kevin liking it. He'll like that it's a little bit smaller like that. But real quick, JB, thank you, my friend. Go back to work. There's your Delica salute.
Oh, what's up, JB?
Thanks for your $10. I didn't even talk to you because I've been talking to Brandon and Brent here. So
sorry.
But no, you're good, man. I don't have guests on all the time, but when I do, the chat gets neglected a little bit, and they all let me hear about it, and it's okay.
No doubt.
But hopefully we're still giving them some good entertainment here. But 7 1/4. I mean, is a good size. 7 1/2, anywhere in there. But I mean, my favorite size in my hand is an 8-inch knife. But everybody's got something different. But I'm starting to like this goofy looking thing just came in. This is the Kubi Leaf. This is like just under a 7-inch knife, and yet I can still get 4 fingers on it. Not bad.
You get a pyrite yet?
The pyrite's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's sick. Yeah,
I don't have one now. I had it in here.
I got one. I got the Damascus one and the Knife Center exclusive one in. I actually like the Damascus one better because they did like the Knife Center exclusive versions. Hold on, let me get
You're out of focus, man. There we go.
There we go. You see that? So
Yeah.
the Knife Center exclusive, which is this bottom one with the bolster, is a titanium bolster on top of a liner. So it's just like a little weird. Like I thought that it was going to be like, because it's a more expensive version of it, that it was going to be like titanium bolsters that transitioned into liners. You know what I mean? So I don't really like that. So I prefer the Damascus version, but it's sick. It's reminds me of like a mix between the Quiet Carry Drift and something else like the Stinger, Ferrum Forge.
Yeah,
Stinger.
it's got some Stinger stuff going on for sure. Ferrum Forge. Yep. Yeah. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what I think is cool, Brandon, I hope we see more of this. I mean, we've seen custom makers, like you said, like Matthew Christensen, and then now we're seeing other creators that may not necessarily be custom makers, but dudes that are really bringing out some baller designs. Yeah, there's your Maverick S. Yep. I just absolutely love that knife.
I love this thing. It's one of my favorite production knives of the year for sure.
And then hold on, I'm gonna grab something. Brent, I'm taking my headphones off again.
All right,
yes, sir.
And then you just get, crazy baller designs from people like we got, the Brass Brigade Grant Gripper from Jason Grant, which, to me, I mean, he's a tattoo artist, and he comes up with this. So I think, as much, I don't know, I've been saying this a lot lately, and it feels kind of like a not very nice comment to make, but at the same point, I think it's right. I think sometimes knives you get from knife companies tend to not be designed by people who use the knives, if that makes any sense. And I feel like folks like you, like Matthew Christensen, like, Jason Grant, like they use the knives and they get a feel for what it should feel like in your hand. And then they bring some, like, your blade shapes and this crazy thing, you bring some killer blade shapes to the picture. And it's just, I'm in love with the kind of resurgence of that kind of design language, if you will. I think it's awesome. So I love to see you guys doing a collaboration like this too, because like I said, not all of us are quite in the price range to get one of your customs yet, but I think a lot of people in here I'm being made fun of for saying baller. Apparently nothing like a 53-year-old guy saying baller. Okay.
I'll never stop saying baller.
Yeah, but I'm 53 and you're what, 30?
I'm 35. I'm
35. Yeah, you can say it, dude. I can't get away with it. But I just think it's cool. So I can't wait to see when I saw that announcement from Sean, I was like, yeah, man. So it gives kind of us a gateway drug into maybe some of us down the road, we'll be able to really get a feel for your work, and then maybe move into one of your customs. I would, like I said, save some of that. Oh, by the way, Brent, you weren't here when he made my heart stop for a minute. We were talking about that blue Westinghouse one that I showed you a couple weeks ago, and he said some of that micarta just for the scale is like $700.
Yeah, dude.
So he's working on a $700 scale.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like my heart skips a beat when I work on, like, when I mod a $500 knife, like, not let alone a scale, dude. That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, it gets nuts. It definitely gets to be. And then I think that week I was working on
that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, I definitely stress out. There's times, even though I've been making knife after knife, there's still weeks where I'm like, man, this is gonna be a tough week.
Yeah. What's your shop like, dude? What's your shop like?
So, what's it like, or you want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it so bad, like so bad, dude. I want to see every tool you use.
Well, it's kind of messy.
Bro, do you
messy
see what's behind me? Like, I have the messiest studio in the land. Like, it's not like this bad.
Whenever I do a show, I kind of I'm dirty, so I don't really take my time to clean up. So, all right, I've got some of my shop
I'm
is
making you
taking
big.
up part of our 2-car garage.
Nice.
Let me see if I can move.
Who needs a garage?
Yeah, if you go into
This-
like the gear thing, you can go into
I'll
camera
just-
and switch it around if it's easier.
So I can hit cam. No.
Yeah, if you hit camera and go in there and scroll down a little bit, it'll let you go to the other camera. Yeah, if you're using your phone at least.
Yeah, settings, camera. There we go. Let's go to back camera. All right,
There
so
you go.
Oh my gosh!
I got my motorcycle. But anyway, I've got,
Sick.
so starting over on the left here in my garage, I've got my hardness tester.
Oh, nice,
And then I've got my surface grinder.
nice.
And then I've
A little
got,
bit different than the Harbor Freight one.
and then I've got a Tormach CNC.
Awesome. That
So-
thing that's my dream right there.
Yeah, and I'm actually just starting to really learn this machine so that it can actually work for me while I'm also working
Yeah.
on custom knives.
Right.
And
so
then-
that thing can have like multiple like bits in it at once. and-
Oh yeah. That one actually has a 12 tool changer
Oh,
inside.
snap. Dude,
Yeah,
that
it's
is
got a-
awesome.
12 tool changer right there, and it basically does everything automatically once I set up and program it.
Ah, nice.
I'm going to change out this right here with one of those Saunders Machine Works pallet systems where it has
Sick.
a threaded hole every 1.25 inches so that I can
Oh,
put
love
a
that.
lot more
Love
stuff
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So then outside, this is where I spend the majority of my time though.
Oh, multi-part. Oh, dude, you got a blaster out there? Sick.
Yeah, I've got a few blasters. So this building here is about 36 feet long, and
My gracious.
all right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
this
Nice.
is my main blaster,
Blast
my
cabinet,
Trimco. It's really nice. It's got a vacuum system. It's my Harbor Freight blaster. So I keep Zerblast in this. You guys ever heard of Zerblast?
No.
Like,
No, I'm
so-
getting into blasting right now. I'm gonna probably pick up a Harbor Freight one eventually.
So if you ever see like Damascus or Dark Tie that has like a matte finish and it's not like been buffed, and because some of those like if it has a matte finish, it doesn't hold fingerprints like a lot. So
Yeah.
the only way you can get that is by blasting it with Zerblast first.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and it's basically whatever it is strong enough to do something.
Yeah.
To yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So then we
Crazy.
got my buffer here, my Grizzly lathe.
Sweet.
I
So
just
you
got
make-
this
you
mill.
Make your own like hardware then, like
I do
right?
sometimes, yep, pivots and stuff like that. Yep, so it's
And that
pivots and
mill, dude.
studs. And then
Okay,
this is my mill that I picked up. This is the Precision Matthews 833. This is a pretty big bench. It's the biggest bench mill they got, and
Sick.
it does a really good job. And then I've got a Beaumont Metalworks
Nice.
KMGTX.
That's what I'm into right there. Right? I'm trying to pick up something.
That's an epic one right there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, this one does really good. You know, it's got it to where you can. Let me see. You can go horizontal or
Oh,
you can go
sick.
vertical. So
That's
that's
very
been nice.
cool.
I'm looking into adding another grinder here.
So
soon.
if you're in the middle of grinding a knife, are you going through a whole belt on a knife, or maybe a couple, or what do you? How that answers my question. How often are you going through a belt? It looks like
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
can-
What type
Yeah,
of
it's a lot.
are you using?
It's
It is a lot. Yeah, I could go through probably, maybe 60 belts in a couple of months, like a month maybe.
Do you have a preference of brand for belt, like your
So
belts
I've been
and stuff?
using. I got this system here, and I've been using preferred abrasives, and just get like boxes of 10, of
Nice.
60, 120, and just kind of. And then what I really love are these for my finishing. These I can only pretty much get at like either USA Knife Maker or I think it's. Man, I can't remember the other. Something about Texas, I think. Anyway, but these are called Norax
Well,
engineered.
there is a Texas knife supply. I know that, but
Yeah, it might even be that. I can't remember.
yeah, I don't know.
But they're great, and they just finish it really, really well. Very smooth, very uniform. And then I got an even heat oven, and this is the forge that I built years ago.
Nice. How many years have you been in the game? So maybe I missed that in the beginning.
Yeah, so about 6 years ago, I started out with a little, very small building, much smaller than this one, and it had no knife equipment in it whatsoever. And then I just started making little fixed blades. And remember I was telling you back when I first started, like I saw that nocturnal knife, knife, and I fell in love. Well, I didn't end up getting that one because it was like $600 and I couldn't afford it. And so I ended up getting an Essie, like SE3 or SE4.
Nice.
Which was a great knife. It was a good knife for quite some time.
Yeah, I have a 3 in my truck, actually.
Do you? Yeah, I love that little knife.
Yep.
And then a large compressor, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, of course, it's a mess, but...
Yeah, well,
that's clean, dude. That's
you're
clean.
working, dude.
Yeah.
And you just got done pumping out. How many knives did you take to the Kentucky show?
I had almost 8 done, but I brought 7 with me.
Okay.
I'll probably do the 8th one on my Facebook group.
Okay.
And then I brought the 4 prototypes from Riyadh of the Grace.
Gotcha. And you guys heard it here first. Be looking for a knife on the Facebook group. There you go.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Gosh. But well, I mean, that's super cool that I didn't expect to get a shop tour. Thank you.
Dude, that's awesome. That really,
not a problem.
That's my dream setup, dude. So like one day I'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. I never thought I would.
Yeah.
I never thought, 2 years ago, I didn't think I would be doing this every day, all day. I dreamed of it, but never thought it would happen.
I'm definitely in the dreaming phase, and like I love it though. It's great. Like even just learning new stuff every day, like keeps me really satisfied. So I can only imagine how much stuff you learned in that like amount of time to get your knives to where they are today. So it's cool. It's really cool to see, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, just keep soaking it in.
Yeah, and so here's the thing about Brent, though. I fully expect that at some point he's going to be missing a digit or two because he does all his mods at like 3 a.m.
Because I have a day. I have to work in the network all day, so like I work at night, dude.
Full-time job and a kid
and kids,
wife, and so.
Yeah, I did that for quite some time.
I love it though. That's the thing. It's like I love working at night, and it's like when I get my time to mess around.
Byron Kennedy says thank you for the shop tour and way to ask for that, Brent. So very cool. And everybody's talking motorcycles in the chat now, Brandon. You started something talking about what motorcycles they ride and different stuff. Very cool. Oh, nice.
Ian, what's up, baby?
Hold on, put him full again, Brandon. What's your name?
Brent. What's your name?
Oh, it is a Triumph. That's why I was about to ask.
Keanu Reeves one? Like, isn't that his company?
Triumph?
Yeah, is that
his
company?
Triumph. Yeah, this is a Triumph Thruxton. I lowered it and put new exhaust on.
That seat is rad.
Yeah, these are cool seats. This is from Down and Out. It's a company in Europe. They pretty much only work on Triumphs, but it's a really cool seat.
That is a bike right there. That is very nice. Do you have a favorite respirator? Says Kyle.
That's a great question.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I've just been I've got a couple different ones. I've got just your regular 3M that has the 2 filters on each side, and then I've got a full face 3M. But I was talking to a buddy of mine, Kurt Merrican, who is also a custom knife maker, and he has this one 3M that actually has like a battery pack on the side, and it has this hose that goes to the face mask, and it'll like put in oxygen into. It's crazy. It's like $1,500, but it's worth it if you're in this kind of stuff. all day, every day.
You want to be safe, man. You don't want to be skimping on that stuff.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I didn't even know when I started that, like, like grinding like some micarta and not covering up is bad for you.
I didn't
people
either.
told me that on a live stream, and because I stream.
You're frozen again, buddy.
That stupid thing. Hold on.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, that's why. Like,
I had no idea for years.
Airflow built-in Darth Vader masks are cool but pricey, says Kyle.
Yes, very pricey.
Yep.
They look really cool in pictures though too. Like you should take cool Instagram.
Now you're black. So.
I know.
There you are.
There.
It's just like a matter of system I use.
Uh-oh. Now you're breaking up, Brent.
All
right.
As usual.
Oh my gosh, your internet's going crap, man.
I see myself fine.
Crispy Critter says he's got an 84 Heritage Softail in turquoise and white.
Very nice.
There's all kinds of bikes coming up here, man. Very, very cool.
Is that a new hobby I need to get into? My wife will love you guys.
Yeah.
My wife would probably kick me out if I got a motorcycle.
Dude, I would be living on the motorcycle, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
No. I just don't have time or money, man. It is what it is. But
I know the feeling.
So guys, thanks for the questions. Brandon, I told you I'd try to keep you at close to an hour, and we're getting there, man. Anything else you wanna bring up before I let you go? And by the way, thankful that Lacey introduced us, and thankful you gave me some advice early on when I tried to get my my first crazy knife out there, which didn't go anywhere, but maybe someday we can see this bad boy come back around. But
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. This is the thing, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of different people are okay with. Now, let's be serious here. There's three problems with this knife. Number one was it's different. Okay, so yeah. Number two was nobody knew who the crap I was. Okay, and number three was it was pretty pricey. It was running $250, and I get it. And so I'm hoping that someday I can come back with it when people actually know who I am. There's some definite improvements I need to make. Lock bar access, need to make it a little wider so you got a little more room. There's definitely some changes I want to make to it. But anyway, what I was saying, I didn't mean to get off on that. But really appreciate you, man, and glad Lacey introduced us. I've enjoyed having you on here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Thanks for the tour. That's awesome. That's amazing.
But anyway, I didn't let you actually answer my question. Anything else you wanted to talk about before I let you go?
No, I mean, the only thing that I'd like to say is just how appreciative I am to the knife community. And I mean, just all the guys who continue to buy my work, continue to support me and my family. And I get to do something that I absolutely love every freaking day.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I mean, it's a dream. It's not even a job. It's just a dream. Just a dream life, dream career that I get to do this. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I go out to the shop by 6, and I'm just out there the rest of the day. And I just love it, man. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Living the dream, dude.
That's cool.
It.
And again, like I said, you got the skills, man. I mean, when I let's just show some stuff one more time. And that just happens to be what I'm already on. That's the one you said is the American collab. But when I look at what you're doing, man, it's just it's
your material choices are really
your material choices
aside from the designs being great.
The combinations. The combinations you're doing, I mean, even the heat anno over here on the right. I mean, just great looking blade shapes, cool stuff, and I can see why people, really, really dig what you're doing. And I just sit here every day when you post them in the Facebook group, fantasizing, going, "Oh, come on, someday I gotta have one."
I'm gonna have to join that Facebook group.
You really do, man. He posts something every day, literally.
I do. I try to stay connected with the group every day.
Is that your main like source of putting out content to show people.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's it used to be Instagram before I had my group, and then the group has kind of slowly become the main thing. And I mean, I've got a lot of great followers on Instagram, so don't take this the wrong way, but the people in the group are just kind of there, there for me, for this company, for each other.
And they're
Facebook
also
groups is great for knife companies, I think. Like being able to talk and have like a discussion with many people there. I just think it's
exactly.
It's also also a really good place to find knives on the secondary, which is a problem.
Oh yeah.
I'll buy them all.
Yeah, once you find it, then you gotta tell your wife about it, right, Brent?
Yeah, totally.
Completely. So I'm trying to get your group called up here so I can show everybody.
One.
I am struggling. I am. Where is the search bar? Here we go. Say something, Brent.
Technology and Casey. Sometimes, the man works with cameras all day, but can't get a computer to work.
Okay, fine. Yeah, well, I work on important equipment too. All right, there we go.
No, dude, your equipment's really complicated. That's why it's so funny.
So yeah, check out his thank you very much, smart Alec. Check out his Corbin Steel Works with the WRX. And again, he's, like I said, he's posting. You can see, and the other cool thing is, Brent, you get to see his customers posting, which you don't really see.
I love to see him out in the wild.
So,
that's great. Yeah.
So you get customers posting and all that kind of stuff. So really, really cool. Guys, check him out for sure. And again, there's that blue one again. Just crazy, beautiful. I love that blue.
Absolutely.
I have one
really
or
cool.
two quick questions. Can I sneak them in?
Yeah, sneak them in.
Do you have plans past this collaboration to do some more production runs of your work, high-end production runs, like Rayat stuff, or in that ballpark?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. So me and Sean are working on this one, and then I plan to work on a different design with Rayat.
Nice.
On my own. And
I
then
love it.
also, have you ever heard of HMC? His name's Jen Vanderman. His company's called HMC. Or do you know who Brian Efros or any of those guys, those custom knife makers are?
Yeah.
So they have this. He's been doing a production run called the Mac Dooms, and it's where our friend Jim, he makes the knives. He's an American production maker, and he makes us the knives, and then we grind the blades and we finish the handles. So it's a semi-custom, and those will be. I'm getting a new design made up for those with Jim starting next month, maybe February. So yeah, I do have some more production type stuff, regular Rayat stuff as well as the semi-custom.
Yeah, would you ever consider putting out like a budget OEM project? Something
with
by yourself, that's something that some people do sometimes. For example, Casey, he put out the pinion, something like that. That's like a super affordable option. That's your design.
That's even
cheaper than
absolutely. Yes, I certainly would. I know I like Rayat, because of course they do a great job. They are more expensive. They're like a few $100 to $400.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge
but
guy.
Yeah, I would definitely be down to. And I guess right now I'm just kind of especially with this collab, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet.
Yeah,
totally,
this is my first one.
Yeah,
but yes, I definitely see myself in the future doing some of that. Yeah,
that's awesome. Great, dude. Yeah,
I'll tell you, it's that part of it is my goal has been I tried the Mach 51, and then since then I'm trying to stay right at or under $100,
sure.
which isn't super easy. But I'm just trying to, like I said, get my name out there. I've got some ideas for ones that are going to be a little higher end, but not, there's so many knife companies out there selling knives in the $300 and $400 range. I'm trying to stay in a different planet for a while here.
Yeah. And now, do you guys Do you guys find a lot of support in that price range? Is that something you find a lot of requests
Well, I mean,
for?
again, I've done the one pre-order, so I hope to be doing another one in January for the microburst. But yeah, I mean, I had to buy 600, and so far I've sold probably like 450 of them. And so yeah, it's been good, and that's a good start for somebody that didn't really have a name in this stuff at all,
definitely
know. And
during you forget to mention it's during a recession, because the knife world a year ago is way different than it was right now. Less buying going on, I think. So, but as like I don't have a knife out like Casey. Right, yeah. But eventually I plan on doing something.
But we have another friend, Lefty EDC, who's doing
multiple runs from
and they've done multiple knives in like the $300 range, and they're selling. They've sold better than mine have. So it's. I guess what I'm saying is it's hard. I feel like I've gotten good support, and like I said, as I've launched the microburst and started to show people are very excited that they can get this at a very entry level price, especially with, like I said, pretty daggone good action.
I need that with titanium. Let's go.
All right. Like I said, I'm trying to stay under 100 for right now, but
I'll buy as many as you.
The titanium one will be closer to 150, my friend.
Which is, I think, like my favorite personal price point, like to see what can be done, is that like between $100 and $150. You're doing this Bridgeport Knife Co. that just came out.
Yep.
This is like a 130 pre-order with titanium 14C, and it was a Kubi OEM project that is just like out of this world. Tolerance is incredible. Cool. It really makes an argument for like what can be done at certain price points, because this guy is also like he has to get money there somewhere too, which it's
sure.
I don't know. There's so much fun at every different price point, and I'm a knife addict, so like I love all the price points. I love them all. I like to just see what can be done with the different ones.
And I totally agree with that. I try, as a reviewer, I'm trying to be sort of all over the place. I do budget knives. I just had in which is coming to you after JB, by the way, Brent. But
dude, I'm pumped.
The Sparrow Strix.
I did get in on that pre-order. I did.
From Great Shop. He sent me, Brandon, me of all people, who doesn't really spend above 300, but every once in a blue moon, this guy sent me the Damasteel and Damascus version, which is a $680 knife.
Right.
To review, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Loved it, man. It was kind of blew my mind a little bit, but it's beautiful knife. So I try to review them all over the place, but like I said, just with the reaction of the opinion of so many people, of the Mach 51, of so many people telling me it was just out of their price range, I decided that my next couple of runs would just be budget knives.
I think that was a good move. I do.
I could get it out there.
I think I would start with a budget. If I was to put a knife out, I'd start with a budget piece.
And you're right. Between a recession and between how many knives are out there right now to choose from,
the competition is like insane. The designs are all really good, so especially when somebody you can't get them all. I've tried. You got to pick and choose.
But I want to say something again. People are going to pick on me, especially Tom in the chat. But, one of the things that I think, Brandon, I think I'll answer your question this way. People have said that the Pinion, which is made by Kubi, is the best Kubi they've handled. And what I think that says is what I was saying a little bit earlier. This is a knife designed by a guy that uses knives, and same thing with what you're doing and what Matt Christensen they know what a knife is supposed to do, how it's supposed to feel in the hand. And I think a lot of these knife companies are just making knives. They're not really especially by the way, in all fairness, the Chinese people can't carry a freaking knife, so they're designing a knife without even knowing what they would use it for, except using it in the shop, which I'm sure they do.
I didn't even think of they definitely like
they are. I wouldn't even allowed to I had some come in, Brandon, that were bad grinds, and they just told me to keep them. I could not send the blades back to them. They can't.
Let me get some of those, dude. Let me
we'll work on that. I need to get them to you. But so I've got like 30 blades sitting right here that I can't.
Darn, I could do something with that.
Yeah, I'll send you some.
There you go. Give him some practice.
It's so. For example, one of the things I'll tell you, most Chinese knives, they'll do exposed liners. So shadow boxed or sandwich liners. And so when I was first asking, for inset liners, this particular company was like, well, we haven't really done that. And I'm like, so I worked with a guy to get him a design of how it was done. And they had never done a wire pocket clip, which is in this price range of knife, my preferred clip. And so, it's kind of been a learning experience for them. It's funny. Yeah, they had never done a wire pocket clip.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
They've put out a couple knives since then.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Yeah.
Uh-oh, we lost him. Oh, sorry.
And we're back. That's all you did.
And anyway, I've kept you over an hour. I told you I'd get you out of here. So it's fun talking to you, though, man.
Yeah, man.
It really is.
Terrific. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, and, absolutely. I'll be happy to come back anytime.
Yeah, I was going to say when it's closer to the pre-order, maybe we'll get you back on here. Maybe we can get you and Sean on here. That would be really cool.
You should do the YouTube circuit, man. With when your knife comes out, I'm sure that could happen. Like hit up Ted's channel too.
Well, I'll just tell you this, Brandon. I'll tell you this behind the scenes too. But if you or Sean want that knife to go around to folks, just send one of them a prototype to me, and I will get it to all the goobers in YouTube.
Which helps. It helps a lot. It does.
Send it around.
I know Sean. Sean is planning. So he is.
But
and like I said, he apparently is very good at this, and so I'm learning a lot from him and how to kind of get the knife word out there.
Oh yeah, I mean the especially he killed it on his two first knives. Like both of them are incredible. The Raiden and the Nullard. The Raiden and the what's the other one?
Voodoo.
The Voodoo. Yes. I can't wait for the Voodoo, dude.
Yeah, they're great knives. Absolutely.
Well,
he does
guys,
a good job.
We'll close it out by reminding you to check out Brandon on Instagram, check out his website, check him out on Facebook. And again, we'll get you back on here, and really appreciate you taking out the time. I know you were riding in the car and we made you go out to your shop and everything else, but I really appreciate it.
It was awesome. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, it was cool. That's all good. Don't worry about it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, man. Take it easy. Really appreciate it.
All right. See you guys.
All right, don't go anywhere, Brent. You don't say goodbye.
Okay.
We're not done. We haven't even done a giveaway yet, man. Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm playing with this, dude. I got this little I've been obsessed with razor blades lately. Just what I need is sharper. This is a pocket scalpel. Check that thing out, dude. It's crazy. And it carries a scalpel blade. And it's a slip joint.
Andrew Hobbert bought a little fixed blade that's a scalpel that he was showing me. It's like a neck knife scalpel. Very, very cool. So
look how small that thing is, dude. It's tiny.
Yeah, that one is itty bitty, and it's got a slot, man. What the heck?
That's not the slot. It's actually a slip joint, and this is where the blade attaches on.
Okay.
And you can only take it
like
off.
A bare edge knife, yeah.
Yeah, you take it off and on in this middle position because it opens up the end here. It's held in by this end, and you can only access it in the middle, the half waypoint. So when it's open, it's completely locked in. When it's closed, it's completely locked in. So it's pretty nice, dude. This is just a random thing I found on eBay because I was looking. I've been doing research on razors for a reason.
Tori, I believe I heard there will be a drop of Voodoos when the pre-order is delivered. That's what I believe Sean had said. So don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure there will be more Voodoos available.
Hi, Stacy. What up? I hope I said hi before. I don't know if I did. Hi, Alice. What's up?
All right.
I didn't see the comments before.
I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can. Hold on. Give me a second. I am the worst at this, by the way. It's, so here's the thing. I want to defend myself by saying something important here.
Yeah.
All right. So, and this is the God's honest truth. So when I do a TV show, I have a switcher in front of me with buttons that I've pre-programmed, and I'm pushing buttons. In this case, I'm on a stupid laptop without a mouse.
There's nothing wrong with it, dude. It's old school.
I'm just
I
saying,
totally get it. Switcher.
It's so much easier on a switcher, man.
Absolutely. That's why they're still in use everywhere, man. And like, and they're also like so much more reliable than computers right now. Still,
1000%. All right, so I'm gonna show this. Well, not that. Hold on. Yeah, so there is our word for today, guys. So no, I haven't shown you what we are giving away, but because we had a custom knife maker on, our word tonight is custom, and no, I'm not giving away a custom. But
I was like, dang, dude.
There's your word. Please put that in the chat. Now, I want to say a couple things. We ran into something last week. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm just going to say this. Please be courteous, guys. One of the reasons I like the numbers game is it was easier to control when people one account per person. Okay. I'm just asking you to be honest. One account, one entry per person. Don't go logging into 10 different accounts.
Honor system, guys.
Honor system. Please only use one account. I'm
monitoring too.
So I have definitely dropped stuff on a switcher before. And when I worked Master Control, I used to keep my sandwich under the switcher. They would open up, and I would put my sandwich under there for lunch. Perfect. Nice little warm ham sandwich when you were ready for it.
What's funny is I've worked at a network for over 10 years, and I've never been in Master Control. I only go in like the side control rooms.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, well, the side control rooms is where it's at anyway, though.
Yeah. Master Control like is huge and awesome looking. I don't know why I never gone in there.
It is cool, but it can also be like mind numbing after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's but custom is the word. No, I am not giving away a Venom Jack either, which, by the way, Brent, if you didn't see, Ben did hook me up with the what they're calling Damascus that carbon, or I think it's camo carbon, actually. So
nice.
Here, I'll just take this down for just a second so you guys can see this. That is the Venom Jack in that Damascus, which is basically it's got purple and blue.
Check this out. I just finished flipperizing a hinderer yesterday. So,
nice.
It's just got the choil there. It's so much more fidgety. You know, it's so funny. I sent him a picture of it done, and a video. And in the video, I cut my finger so bad it fell down because there's no like flipper to bounce to your finger, and I wasn't expecting it to drop as fast as it did. And dude, it sliced me on the video.
That is not good. What did he say to that?
Oh, he loved. He loved it, dude. He's like, I guess it's your.
Too bad you cut your finger off.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's your knife now because it bit you first. I'm like, nah, dude. I'd like that, but I'm not going to do that to you.
No. That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's one of the more expensive knives I've worked on, so it was like a step.
Yeah, G-Ball, that's kind of where my heart is, man. Everybody should get a fair chance.
Yeah, nobody. For sure.
How bad do you have to want to win? In this case, like a $30 knife, $20 knife, whatever it is, to create 10 accounts and log into each one of them and enter.
Some people have less knives, and the way I try to look at it.
And again, the rules are
there's a desperation factor to it sometimes.
Right. And the rules are I only ship to the U.S. at this point in time, and you gotta you gotta have a U.S. mailing address. And again, please, one account per person. And 18 are with parents' permission, but you know what I mean. Hey, Grumpy. Hey, Plenipo.
What's up, dude?
Hey, Paul Bessemer. Hey, Junior Miz. JR Miz. G-Ball, Tom Wanger. Yep, I've talked to most of these folks, but I just want to make sure. So question, guys. Now, I want to ask custom knife makers like that. Should I have more of those on down the road?
It's so interesting.
The kind of thing you guys like to see? Looking for... I don't have any more guests lined up right now. I need to get some lined up. So looking for you guys kind of thoughts on that.
Dude, me personally, I think it's amazing. Like it, obviously I was very excited today. It was just great to see. Cool. these people at this level, you know, because there's level
he's
in everything.
Baller, man.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah.
So 2 things, pretty cool stuff and a good guy. Yeah, and again, I talked to him way before I even knew anything about his knives, and he was very kind to me. Yes, more makers. Yes,
he's
definitely.
Like a really kind dude, and like
very much so.
A big role with me. I like good people. You know,
okay, cool, Paul. Thank you. Good guys. So 2 things I want to go into real quick before I do go into the giveaway here. Number 1, I have been out of town for like 5 days and just got back. So I think I showed you guys last week. I've got this big flat of my card opinions.
Ooh.
I have not QC'd them yet. It'll probably be tomorrow night before I have time to even start QCing them. I want to QC them, make sure I have the right number, and then I'll post them. My guess is it'll either be this weekend or early next week. There's been a lot of people asking about my card opinions, so I want to make sure I give it like 3 or 4 days notice so you guys can find them and be in line, because there's only going to be about 25. Hey, Mike, yeah. Let me just write that down. Papa Bear Customs. Okay. I think I've seen him.
This is my Micarta opinion right there. Look at that baby. Ooh,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And there's mine. Ooh, wow. And again, there's going to be about 25 or 26 of these. And so I'm going to QC them and get them out. And I will give you guys 2 or 3 days notice of when I'm going to drop them. But I got to QC them first, okay? I want to get them QC'd, want to get them ready to go, and then I will do it. Okay, Mike, I got it. Thank you. How about my card opinion? I want a jade. Very cool, Dan. Well, there's still plenty of jade. There's like 45 of them on there still. On my very nice. And also
you can do that to yours.
Awesome, JR. And very cool. And JB dyed his opinion red.
Oh, sick.
So, but there's plenty, and there's also some at White Mountain Knives. Again, rather you buy them from me. No, I'm just kidding. Buy them from White Mountain Knives, and you can still get 10% off. He's only got a few left, but still.
They just sold out of the Pirate over at White
Very
Mountain.
cool, Grom. That's awesome, man. Oh, really?
Yeah, they had those exclusive G-Mascus versions. Good thing I bought 2. I have another one coming. Woo!
Okay, I can't wait to see this. Look at this. Tori's got his opinion out to Pro X, getting some G-Carta scales.
Sick.
I think was it Alice or Iggy that got some custom scales on their pinion? I don't remember who it was. Still want a murdered out pinion, says Bluminati. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Maybe someday, we'll do a V2 down the road and come up with some way to do that. Now,
dude, can send it to Parker, Rocky Top Customs. He'll put a crazy Cerakote on it for you.
Yeah.
And then, just send it. You can get it done. Even right
now.
Now
you can. We're gonna have a blacked out microburst.
Dude, the microburst is so sick. It's my favorite one.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, I've been over here just doing this all night. Just
the acoustics are great. Yeah, I'm putting a slot in it.
And I got to start getting them out to reviewers. You will be in there for sure.
Thank you. I'll do a good video.
And Kevin will be happier because he'll feel like I did a better job using all the handle there because it's right up to the tip.
Sick.
So
I love the blade shape.
But oh yeah, man, and
you can design, dude. You got a good design sense on you there, Casey.
I'm trying. I've got ideas. I just got to find time to get everything done, man.
I've been sketching every day lately.
Full-time job and a family, but just
I totally get it, man. Yeah.
I think I showed this last week, but I mean, this is just ludicrously sharp.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's Kubi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Look, and it's a small blade. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it just goes, man. Look at that, Brent.
Love it.
And now, Tom, you talk about dropping things on my keyboard. There's like 37 pieces of paper on my keyboard.
I've been doing 1-a-day sketches of knives because
very cool. I was doing that for a while, and I've kind of gotten lame lately because
you have knives out, dude.
But I'm busy too. I just got so much My life has just been psychotic lately, and I needed to slow down a little bit for me, but it's not going to. It's just not how it works. So thank you again for the super chat, Bluminati. Appreciate it. And Mike, from earlier, and JB from earlier. So, but yeah, it's fun, man, to see. And so, okay, I forgot. So I'm going to start getting these out to reviewers. I'm looking at sometime in January for a pre-order, with the idea of getting Kubi an order right when they come back at the beginning of February. And then you guys would have these, if everything worked, in late March, early April. And so to me, and again, I'm not completely settled, but it's going to be sub $100. I'm thinking 85 or 90. By the way, the price did go up since the opinion. It's not that I'm going up. Their price to me went up a little bit on this one.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking probably 85 I'm going to try for, but it may be 90. I don't know yet. And I'm thinking 14C. I have to order 600 if I do 14C. So you guys, I hope you're on board, because I'm going to need help. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I'm very, very excited to do that. So
nice.
I wanted to do it earlier. It just didn't make any sense with Christmas and everything. Just wasn't time. Cool, Mike. Awesome. Michael Morgan says he's out. Okay. Really, Michael? Are you messing with me? Okay, good. He's messing with me. I'll try to keep it to 85 if I can.
$90. I'm out.
But again, don't forget my card opinion was 85. So this, it's going to be roughly the same thing.
What steel? We're going to go 14C?
14C.
Okay.
And 600 of them. If I went 154, it'd be like closer to $115. Yeah, and I'd only have to buy 300, but I think I kind of took an informal poll the other day, and everybody was saying they prefer 14C over 154. So
I like them
especially
both,
with the price difference.
15C, 24.
15C. Well,
yeah, 15C. That one. Look for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do a titanium version. We'll see, man. I would really love to do that. By the way, I'm calling these the KC version because everybody has more than 70% voted against the milling. Unfortunately, I personally, again, this makes me feel like the Mach 51 made me feel. Every time I try to be artistic, nobody likes my artistic. But
can you can I make you full screen really quick, because I want to see that milling. I can't really see it.
Okay.
Okay.
But nobody really liked the milling. There was very few people that liked it, like 30% of the people that responded. So these will probably just stay the KC version. I'll keep them, and it's all good. But man, I love look at that, Brent, while we're here.
Yeah.
Fire's out.
Big, wide, tall blade. I like the tall blade.
Well, and that's really what made it that slicey, what you just saw, because it just comes down to it. And you know what? And I'm just going to say this till I'm blue in the face. I think I'm a flat grind guy, because even though I like a hollow, I feel so much more secure to do whatever I want with this knife. I think it's just going to hold up better than a really thin hollow, but that's just me. All right, you smart aleck, Kyle. You guys are funny. No, I can't. 154 is going to be 15C4. Okay, I got it. You're being smart. 15C29N and give him $3 for every knife sold. Thank you, Tom. And for those of you who have ragged on me about jimping, there is definitely jimping on the microburst. Okay,
I'm out.
See it right there. There is
you put jimping. You caved on the jimping. I'm out.
I did. I caved. Well, here's my theory, Brent. And this is me. Okay, I don't need jimping because I have a thumb ramp.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It locks me in. This is flat. It has a little bit of a ramp, but it's mostly flat. And so I kind of felt like the jimping would keep you from sliding up into this.
How big is the jimping? Could you hold it up close?
Yeah. Well,
I love a small jimping pattern.
Kind of medium, I would call this.
Medium's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would go smaller. I mean, me personally, this is your knife. But, I go small. You know, have you?
I like this, so be quiet. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to say that.
No, I'm not. I'm just messing
you
with
are
you.
though. Like it's all you, bro.
I don't know what's the right answer, but I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one. You also.
But it's
like,
going around to reviewers, and if a bunch of people say they don't like it, then
like check this out. My preference and size of jimping. Like, what's that? What? I guess if there was like a small, medium, large, is definitely small. Let me just make myself full screen. So I'm not even going to show the knife. I'm just going to show the jimping part.
Jimping.
You see that?
Yeah. See, that tends to be like a razor to me, though.
I love it. I don't know. Something about it has just enough grit, and yeah. I mean, it's a preference thing. It's a preference thing. So people are allowed to have.
It is. I would call the pinion more similar to the jimping on the whatever you call this thing, the Nimble X. It's similar to that, but a smaller patch of it.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's still like medium. That's not like large. It's not like Chavez jimping. You know. So
spine serrations. I like it.
I like it. Oh, dude, I forgot about this knife. This knife's sick. Like it's going. Let's go. Come on, there you go.
Oh. All right, so let's just put this up one more time, and then I'm going to show you guys what we're giving away tonight. Now, Tim B, are you still in the chat? I hope so. Ashlyn never came down tonight, so she doesn't get to show you guys the bunny. I do. By the way, if you have one per account, guys, but if you have not typed in #custom yet, please do so.
Tim B, where's Tim A? What did you do with him?
Tim B gifted the knife that we're giving away tonight. So
such a dad joke I just dropped.
All right, you ready for this one, Brent? Yeah. This is Killer Bunny number 24.
Nice.
Oh, Josh Branson, loving good vibes to everyone. Hope you guys crush it this week. Very cool, Josh. Thank you. We're going to do the giveaway in just a minute. But that's Killer Bunny number 24. You ready for this, Brent?
Nice. Captain America. Hold on, let me make you full screen.
Yeah, Captain America bunny. There we go.
That's great.
She didn't come down.
The bunnies are getting, dude. You guys got to frame those bunnies.
Yeah, she did really cool. So we got Captain America bunny tonight, guys. That's the one we're giving away.
Sick.
Very cool, Josh. Thank you so much. Yeah, he came. She did a great job. And then of course we've got Butter Knives Fast number whatever this is, 82. Butter Knives Fast number 82, signed by the great Mysterious Trev.
Sweet.
And then of course you got a Smoky Mountain Knife Works cloth. You got the awesome Knives Fast stickers.
Brian from Blue Creek, those swag packs. Every time you like show a swag pack, I think of his swag packs. These Tops packs that he sends are from 1991. I thought they were just like a recreation.
Blue Creek.
They're actually from 1991.
Oh no, they really are.
Yeah, like that's so cool.
You got SMKW stickers in here, and MKM, and Heretic Knives, and Big Red EDC, and Alice Paracord. There's a ball tapper sticker. Very cool. So all kinds of cool stuff in here. Awesome. we're look at that. We're now having a bidding war on the Captain America bunny. We're giving it away. All right. So tonight, instead of a knife, we still have a knife, but it's not just a knife. So let me get this out.
Let's see.
We have a Schrade ST1NB Schrade Tough. You can see I haven't even opened it yet.
Nice. Schrade's rebrand was pretty cool looking.
This is a multi-tool. So you have pliers. It's blacked out. You do have all kinds of tools here. I'm not going to open the whole thing up, but look at all those tools, Brent.
Yeah, sick.
Holy maroli. Let's see. Is there a main knife blade?
Indeed.
You do have skizzers.
I'll be right back. I got pee.
Okay, go pee. You do have skizzers. Where's the blade?
Too much celts.
Too much celts. You guys like that guy? You guys like that crazy guy? Where is the blade? There it is. Okay, so there's the main blade. Found it. Very cool. Interesting. Now I may never shut it. Okay, how do I shut it? You're kidding, right? Is it? All right, somebody tell me how I shut this. Does anybody have this tool? How do I shut the friggin' blade now? Seriously? I don't want to hurt myself. Does anybody know how to shut the blade on this thing? If you do, you'll be my hero. Interesting. I don't know how I'm going to ship it to somebody if I can't shut the blade. Okay, it's under that. So how do I open that? Gosh, Brent, you left me at a terrible time.
Okay.
I don't know how to shut the blade, and I'm afraid to cut myself. Seriously, this is bad. How am I going to ship this with an open blade? I don't know how to shut it.
Look on the side.
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting. There's no like liner lock.
Is anybody saying anything? Has anybody got one of these? It puts there's no lotion. Open one halfway up. Open another blade halfway up. No. Seriously? I don't want to cut myself, guys.
We don't want you to cut yourself, so we're all on the same page here.
Anybody got any ideas here? It's so when I opened it, this little nub goes in. See, it's in that slot.
Yeah. Let me make it. Can you hold it up one more time? I'm going to make you full screen in my.
I am full screen.
I mean, on my thing. Interesting. And then can you turn it around so we can see the inside now? Wow, it's interesting.
Yeah, I did start to read that one. What did I ignore, Tim? Tell me. Say it again. Press on the spine with the keyboard. Okay, thank you.
Silly goose in the chat.
Press down on the flat part like a back lock. Sure. That's brilliant, except there is nothing.
Yeah, it's like it has to be something with that nub, I would assume, that goes in the slot, kind of. Like you can't put any pressure on that. Maybe it's just really strong and you have to use a tool to do it at first and it will break in or something.
I don't know, but maybe I'll give away something else tonight. Because I don't want to give this to somebody and then not be able to send it because I can't shut it.
Right.
Hang on, guys. Give me another minute here. All right.
I'll show off a knife while you do this. Hold on.
I do that.
I'm gonna make you not full screen here, and then there you go.
Yeah, please do move all the tools on that side. All the tools on that side.
I got the Gene Micarta Urban F5.5 in for a big review. And this, like, I have two of these knives, and this one is just something else because it's right up my alley with
Gosh, I'm so scared to cut myself. This is not right.
Be careful, please. We want you to be safe. Just the acid stonewash on this and the micarta combination.
There's got to be something easy here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's no way they would put it out if it was this hard. I'm just stupid.
Not very knives fast. The chat's going nuts right now.
I see your comments, Rob. Go for it, man.
Take a screwdriver. Do you have a screwdriver down there? Take a screwdriver and
move.
All right, I'm literally going to Google this.
One next to the blade, 90% open. On which side, though?
On either, maybe. Maybe that is it. Yeah, that could be a mechanism of closure.
That's not doing it.
All right, what is that called?
It's the Schrade ST1NB.
ST1.
All right, so look. So you're saying move them 90%. All right, stop making fun of
right
me.
angle. Put it at a right angle or something.
What?
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, the blade moved, but it just won't disengage. I have no idea.
All right, I've got it up here. Let's see.
All right, I think I'll just pick something else to give away tonight. I don't have a manual, or maybe I do in here somewhere. Oh, listen, Brent's got a video. You're going to give me a copyright strike.
I turned it off immediately.
Use the left toe and press with the tongue. All right, I give up. You guys are mean, man. Press down on the raised tool. What? Press down on the raised tool. So if I raise one up, press down on it. I think I see what he's saying. Press down. Nope, that didn't do it either, man.
And plus at the bottom, there isn't like a liner lock.
Where would there be
all the way towards the bottom of the inside? Let me see. There's nothing you could push over there? Right there. Yeah, right there. That thick part. Can you push that over at all?
That's another tool.
I just wanted, maybe I watched a different tool trade.
All right, I give up. We'll just give something else away. Open the left flathead 20%, then open the saw 50%. Wait, hold on. It went off my screen.
Oh, Tip, what up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
I saw somebody actually trying to explain, and it went off. In all seriousness, open the left flathead. Left flat. I don't have a flathead on this side. I have like a pick and like a file. And Phillips and a bottle opener. And open the saw. Oh, wait. I felt something that time. Well, I give up.
This is the best. No, you got to keep going, dude. This is the best content I've ever seen.
No, I gotta, because I have to be off of here. I got stuff to. Now they're all locked open. This is bull crap.
So they're all open right now, and you can't close any of them.
Three of them are open, and they're all locked.
And what is that little tool in the bottom left there? Like, what is that?
The one that's closed?
Yeah, the one that, like, in the bottom of the handle, there seems like a.
There's a file
in the corner. No, so hold it towards the camera again, so I can see the inside.
Yeah, they're all open. See?
Okay. Huh.
I don't get it. So, is it the Tough tool? Yes, it is. It's the Schrade Tough tool. That is correct. And I've got the book right here. I just haven't had a chance to read it yet. I'm sure it's easy. Oh, okay. Oh, it's in Spanish. That's awesome. But I think I saw maybe what somebody's trying to tell me. I got it.
So how did you do it?
So that's the weirdest thing. So you see this tool right here, this one?
Yeah.
When it's down, it's got this thing that sticks up.
Right.
See that?
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to tell me earlier. So when the blade is locked, you push this down and it pushes this out.
Okay. So that is like a locking tool right there.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
We can get Give it away, baby. It's been all worth it.
Yeah, because I took 2 seconds to actually read the manual.
Yeah, do you know how many times I do that, and I always regret not just like look at the manual for a
Just
second.
read the dang manual.
I've done it like a million times in life, and I still swear I will never read this manual, whatever manual it is.
Thank you, G-Ball. Appreciate you, man. G-Ball's been a member for a month. That's awesome. I thought you were longer than that. Am I crazy? No, but anyway, thank you so much. All right, thank the Lord. Keith,
I loved it.
Keith, be nice. By the way, there's one of those raise tools on the other side too.
have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Have you tried holding down the power?
So we're giving that away. Thank you, Tim B, for sending that along and ruining my life. Oh gosh, I hate all of you. All right, so we are gonna do the giveaway now. So let's do that. All right, you guys ready?
So born ready.
All right, here we go. Ready? And 75 entries, and bam! All right, let's see who our winner is. Stacy!
What up,
Stacy? Stacy, this thing is now your problem. No, it's actually a really nice
got a
tool.
bunny, Stacy.
It's actually a really yes, she did get a bunny.
Shout out to Stacy.
Tim, I am driving to your house tomorrow just to choke you.
Yeah. Somebody's about to get choked out, dude.
Stacy, congrats. Stacy, you know how to get a hold of me, knivesfast@gmail.com or on Instagram. I should have your address, but please check with me anyway to make sure, because it helps me to remember. But it is really it actually is a very, very cool tool. I just don't know what I'm doing. That thing gonna get thrown in the river. Keith, you're a nut, man. Oh my gosh. Stacy, I promise it's actually a good win. I promise. We had about 90 people in here. That was very cool. Thank you guys so much for being here. Brent, you are the man.
Thanks, man. You're the man too.
Yeah, that was. See, I'm trying to have guests on that teach me something.
Yeah, dude. I have like an endless curiosity about creators. So
I do too. Maybe I'll try Matthew Christensen sometime too.
Dude, that'd be awesome, man.
I've wanted to have him on. I'm just afraid to approach some of these people.
I think it's really fun to see. Like, I love to have people on that like design knives and get them OEMs, but I also think it's great to have custom makers on, because then they could show us their shop, their tools, and you're getting to see exactly where the things are made, and that's a rarity. Like, you get only small glimpses of the stuff over in China, so it's great to see the stuff, right? And how the oatmeal gets made, you know?
Right? Is it wrong to say I hate every one of you?
No, it's perfectly fine.
Everybody freaking picking on me. All right, I am very sorry, but it was fun. Tim, I am very grateful for you sending this, man. I really, really am.
You should re-upload the whole thing of you trying to figure it out as its own video. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I can clip some of it out as a
short.
Like
the whole thing, like do the whole short, and I mean the thing is, you need 9 shorts to like fit it in.
20. Dude, look at you, man. Are you having fun?
Yeah, man. I'm so into. I've been designing a razor for dark matter, and so I've bought so much stuff because like the dark matter stuff, I don't think if I'm gonna focus on knives initially. I think it's gonna be more like EDC things, and a razor blade, which because I use like not this type of razor blade. I use this is my favorite reference. This one I posted on
Instagram. Wait a minute, we missed something important here. Hold on, let's find Stacy's last comment here. Look at this, Brent. Stacy wants me to give it to Darnell.
Oh man, Stacy putting on a clinic of do something nice for someone.
Something kind for someone.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Thank you, Bluminati, for being a member for 7 months and for getting my attention there. Appreciate it.
Congrats
Stacey,
and shout out to Stacy for being
really
rad.
appreciate that. You're awesome. Mike Reese, I'm gonna come up there. No, I'm not. Everybody stop picking on me. You are too late. We already gave it away.
Good design. Well done. I love the Captain America bunny.
Everybody likes the Captain America. They were trying to auction it off.
You should start framing them because they're precious pieces of artwork.
Yeah. Yep. He says you should frame them. What?
I forgot it was Monday.
Yeah. And you need to do, that was the last one you've got from me. You need to make one by next week. What's up, Bunny?
What Marvel characters they want to see?
You guys have any Marvel characters you would suggest for the next ones?
You should do an array of villains.
An array of villains, says
Barnette. Do a series of the villains. What's the best Marvel villain? I don't know.
What is the best? Thanos.
Thanos. So Thanos would be so sick with like the gems, with
the gems on his
that'd be pretty cool.
Nose or something. I don't know.
On his tail, like a gem.
Monty, you're not into this tonight, are you? He's like, nope.
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Wolverpool.
I just want to cut stuff right now, dude.
You're just cutting stuff for the fun of it.
It's so much fun, isn't it? Fun to cut stuff. I mean, like that's what we all like to do, right?
David Iverson says Garfield.
Iron Man would be good.
Iron Man, yeah.
The Tasmanian Devil, Loki. Okay.
Wolverine.
Loki, yeah, dude. Yeah, see, Wolverine is a Marvel character. Loki would be dope.
Paper like I did onto the Kang. Captain Multi-Tool.
Don't.
Captain Multi-Tool.
Don't. Kyle, I'm done with you tonight.
Kyle's always on fire. Shout out Kyle.
Yeah, Venom was last week. Venom was
dope. Yeah.
Venom was pretty cool.
Could do Carnage.
Black Panther, Venom.
Carnage,
yeah. We need a Hulk. We have to have a Hulk.
Oh, you need to make him like big.
Yeah, that's
big
true.
buddy.
Big buddy.
Ship him in like in a freight container.
Order a large wooden bunny and paint it.
Calvin and Hobbes. There you go. I doubt Ashlyn even knows who Calvin and Hobbes is.
There we go.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Nobody suggested Doctor Strange.
Oh, but Doctor Strange is cool.
Ooh, that's a ribbon right there. Hey, Brian Weitzel, what is up, man? Inspector Gadget. That's me. That's me with this multi-tool. I'm Inspector Gadget.
I've been so into multi-tools lately, all because of Kev.
Oh, yeah, Kev did it. It's Kev's fault.
Kev always gets me into things, man. Like, I wouldn't have even started fidgets if it wasn't for him.
Vision, yeah. Vision, Dr. Hank McCoy. Yeah.
Dr. Doom.
Ooh. You're bougie now, too, huh?
I mean, no, I'm not. I didn't. I had to fix this one to get it.
Magneto.
My favorite one is this.
All right, real quick before I forget, Darnell, you need to email me knivesfast@gmail.com with your name and your address, and I will get this wonderful multi-tool, which does work if you read the instructions, and all the swag and the Killer Bunny. We will get those out your way. So please, knivesfast@gmail.com.
Nice.
There you go, Darnell. Stacy, you are so kind. I appreciate you doing that. Brent, did you grab the deals I sent you on multi-tools, says Tim B.
I didn't. I don't know if they're still there. I plan on it. Like, I want it was a juice, right? Like one of the small ones.
Yeah,
the
it was
Leatherman ones.
Juice C4 or whatever it is.
Because I went on a binge of buying, and then of course I used
up
all of
my budget. Has no beard. It's bald like
see you, Keith. Keith's working 12 hours these days, so.
It looked bald like you.
Yeah, I like Leatherman tools. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I like my Leatherman, both of them.
I am a Victorinox guy and a Leatherman guy, but I've been venturing to other things lately because of Kev. But, Leatherman is really my number one. And then I did go see like when I went to Switzerland recently, like in the past, like I guess it was 5 years ago. I went to the Swiss store there and it was awesome. Swiss Army knife.
That's cool.
So sick. You can make you could do
I forgot to tell you my very sad story.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
back
that's
to
just
watching
that's
my
what I want to hear.
And then I got to get off of here. But what you're
anime.
gonna
Going
go
back to watching my anime.
watching anime? All right, have
What
fun.
what anime are you watching?
What anime are you watching?
Black Clover.
Okay,
Black
cool.
Clover.
I haven't heard of that one.
He hasn't heard of that one. He's
I
One of
do
my
like
favorites.
I like anime though. So
okay. So, my wife and I went to Asheville, North Carolina, to go to the Biltmore, and we went to the Biltmore on Thursday, and then on Friday we were going to go shopping, and I was going to go to the Microtech store because
they had a store there.
Microtech factory is there, and they have a factory outlet.
Oh,
And so then we looked at the weather, and it was supposed to pour all day Saturday. And Saturday we were going to go out to Chimney Rock, and do some outdoors hiking and stuff like that.
that's fun.
And so we flip-flopped the days. So Friday we went hiking, and Saturday I was going to Microtech, only to find out their factory store is only open on weekdays.
Oh my goodness!
So I didn't get to go. Thank you, Crispy. Gosh, you guys are horrible.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. That's like that literally would break my heart. I know the feeling, man.
So I didn't get to go. There you go. So 50% off Leatherman juice models still.
Still.
Yep.
Okay, so it's still there. That's good.
Apparently.
I'll have to check it out. All right. Let me see the message you sent me.
It's not a depressing story. It's just a sad thing that I missed. I missed going to the factory store. That bunny puts hair all over. You are covered in bunny hair.
Did you send it to my mod account or my
Tim B, did you send it to the mod account or the Backpack B account?
Backpack B account. That's
XE6 only left in moss green. Yeah, they did, Mike. You got that right.
Dude, I like. There we go. Hold on. Found it. You just have. It's a code.
Bill, I'm glad I can help, man. Bill says he's gonna go change his pants. He peed while laughing at me. I'm glad I can help. Hey, look. If I'm not here to make fun of myself, then how can I make fun of all of you?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun.
Oh gosh.
I love you guys.
Backpack B account, he says.
No, yeah, I found it. Thank you, dude. I'll definitely because it's a code he sent me. Which is,
okay, cool.
That's lemon juice. I'm not sure what we left. It's just on their site. You just go to Leatherman, I guess.
That's cool.
So
there's an envelope for Darnell. So I had to get an envelope out before I forgot.
Oh darn!
Get the package. What are we darning?
It was Darnell. Oh darn!
Oh darn! I got it.
Dad jokes.
Keith. I have drama at the wazoo. Casey, I'm always here for you, dude. Anytime you need me.
Shout out.
Fun of, hit me up. Kyle. Kyle, tell you what, just keep me down, man. Just once a day, send me some insult on Instagram.
Gotta keep you in check, dude. Yeah. Getting all these new knife designs out.
And by the way, I wanted to thank. I've seen some new names in here tonight.
Oh,
we are up over. You guys know I'm on a quest to get to 7,000 by the end of the year.
Jeez, dude, you're a big timer.
We are at 6,752 as of a minute ago here, and we were at 6,500 about a week ago. So nice. I'll take it.
Dude, I've been stuck at like 1,800 for like months at this point. I just can't get more subscribers.
Well, you only put out a video once a year.
I do lives though, but yeah, I gotta step up my other content. Nobody's up at like 1 in the morning.
I am like, oh gosh. You guys are hilarious.
I do have an edited collab video with Urban EDC Supply coming out in a few weeks. That's gonna be a sick one.
Very cool. We need a microburst video, so I'll be sending you some microbursts. Maybe I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing because Kevin wants to see one of each, and then maybe I don't know.
Yeah, because if you get it to me, I could get you footage too.
But the problem is, I got to figure out how to do this. I'm missing one prototype. They didn't get them. They had a problem with the black wash on the third black wash one.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to send these out to reviewers because then people are going to get confused.
Right.
Because I'm not going to offer these. So I'm going to keep these two. So I really only have 3 to send around right now.
Oh, those ones you're keeping, I could bribe you for one of them.
You said you didn't like the milling. Make up your mind.
Me? I never said that.
Okay.
Was I in that? I mean, I prefer it without it. Yeah, definitely. But I don't not like the milling. I just like simplicity. You know what I mean?
So my whole goal in making this knife was to make a thinner, slicier blade in a flat grind.
Yeah.
And to give this crazy looking, I just think the blade just looks so cool, and then give you this choke up. And for me, ergonomically, it's yeah.
You nail your
CEO
blade
approved.
shapes. You have a very I mean, your handles are great too, but and the shapes you go with, I feel like the opinion, for example, I don't know like any other knife that looks like this.
Thanks, Keith.
You know
I appreciate it, brother.
It really like stands on its own. It's great.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Casey, can you do a 50? Can you do a 50 with scale milling? I will get the milled one. Can you do Michael? I'll have to ask them if they would let me do that. When we talked about it before, it was one or the other. But I will ask if they would do a small run of milled ones. But
the juices are sold out on Leatherman.
Oh no!
I waited too long, dude.
All right, well, I've got to wrap up because it's almost 10 o'clock. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Brent, you're always awesome. Brandon was
Thanks for
so
having
cool.
Me. Yeah, it was awesome.
I just really dig.
Thank you for showing me his design work because I'm a huge fan too.
Yeah, see, and I've got to get. Normally I would never even dream of ever owning something that expensive. Yeah. I will definitely be trying to get the Grace V2 when it comes out.
Nice.
From Null Knives, but I don't know if I'll be able to
that's
swing.
What's so good about doing production runs. And I think that like I'd love to see his progress with where he goes when he starts doing his own stuff.
Yep.
Could be a maker that I
and actually I had kind of an idea. He has a couple of designs I really like.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of the budget king. Maybe I work with him a little bit.
Yeah, let's put it out under your name.
We can, get a cool. Tempest that Pokey Stabby one speaks to me, man. That thing is really, really cool. And so does his Warncliffe.
Nice.
One, the can't even remember the name of it now. But anyway, so we had like close to 100 folks here tonight. We're down to 63 now, but thank you guys for sticking with me here. Just do the milling. Nobody can. Well, Grumpy, go look at the comments on my Instagram post. People were I hate the milling. I wouldn't buy it. So there were some of those on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube. So I hear what you're saying, but there's one goober we know in particular that thinks the milling looks quote unquote stupid.
Who's that, Kev?
Who do you think it is?
Yeah.
So
Mr. I love that dude, man.
I do too. Thank you, Michael Morgan. I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate it, Knives 101. But if you ask Keith, it's all fake subscribers. So, thanks, Keith.
You've been paying for subscribers, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All the paid comments were on my accounts. Yes, thank you, Michael Morgan. Okay. Well, we've started a monster in here tonight, and I think I need to leave, and maybe by next Monday they will have forgotten. But no, we're never going to hear the end of the multi-tool debacle. Yeah. The Knives Fast multi-tool debacle. So, all right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Brent. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. If you guys are going to go watch Metal Mondays tonight, I'll be on there later.
And we'll have Knife Owl on Wednesday at.
Yeah, Wednesday at 11:55. I normally start. That's my and then if I edit the time, you can just see what time I put the stream for. But it's normally 11:55 on Wednesdays. That's my normal stream.
Very, very cool. All right. Oh, the multi-tool needs jimping. Thank you. Multi-tool Mondays. No. No, we will not be doing that. Yes. Oh, gosh. Grumpy, I love you, brother. All right. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
Love you guys.
Take it easy. And
have a good night.
And thanks for watching.
Later,
don't forget
Casey.
to comment and like. And don't forget to, and thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.
Catch you later, buddy. Peace.
Yep.